Once upon a time, there were two best friends. One of them had a computer and the other one sucked.
You ready?
Get in the zone.
Hey everybody, welcome to Chillin with the Villains. It's your boy, Horny Greg, doing his horny screams to fuck you up with his horniness. My horny hair.
You really lost that one midway, didn't you?
Yeah, there was this like whole meme that I saw earlier. Totally forgot it. Memorized it for this exact purpose. Promptly forgot it once the moment came.
It's just irresistibly fucking it up.
I am extremely, uncontrollably, earth-shatteringly fuck-ass forgetful.
Anyway, welcome. This is Chillin with the Villains. This is the episode where we finally
just have some really raucous sex. Just violent, passionate, like butt-to-butt sex.
Did you just say violet instead of violent?
I'm sick, can't blame me.
I can.
Try again later. We're out of order.
Anyway, what are we talking about? What are we talking about for the people's enjoyment today?
Ooh, what's your worst case scenario for a Valentine's Day date? Since tomorrow is Valentine's Day.
Oh, you know what? This is a pre-Valentine's Day episode. Technically, every episode, except for the Valentine's Day episode, is a pre-Valentine's Day episode. Additionally, they're all post-Valentine's Day episodes.
So, because I think for me, my, like, worst-case scenario would be, like, running into an ex that I broke up on good terms with, and them getting along with my new partner better than me at that date, and me being ditched with the bill for wherever the fuck we are is, like, one of my, like, worst-case scenarios for Valentine's.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with probably my worst case is like a serial killer comes after me.
If you die, you die.
I mean, that's not necessarily a Valentine's Day thing. Just
Yeah,
in general, that seems sucky.
I feel like if a serial killer has made you the target, like their next target, I feel like that's almost complimentary, being like, oh, I'm your type, huh? What else do you like about me?
Oh, man.
I am. So I had a stalker in my youth. I really didn't mind it. I found it very flattering. After a certain point, I was just like, all right, I'm tired of this. Please stop showing up to my house. And without mentioning their name, they became extremely, uncontrollably, earth-shatteringly fuck-ass mad. Suffice to say, not only did I not get a restraining order, they just straight up left the state after that.
Hear that,
They
kids?
couldn't take the embarrassment of being told no by your totally being okay with being stalked stocky.
Hear that, kids? If you ignore your problems, they'll go away. They'll leave the state, and they'll become somebody else's problems. All y'all complaining about diabetes, but if you just leave it alone.
Yeah, like y'all remember that tweet about that
somebody
incel?
else will get diabetes instead.
It's like that tweet about that fucking neckbeard who was just like, women just have to say no, they can prevent themselves from getting pregnant. That, but with diabetes.
Jeez, dude.
Can you imagine, like, for one, who in the goddamn fucking world raised that kid and was like, yeah, that's my son?
You know what, man? So we call ourselves the villains, right?
Yeah.
But we've never specified who we are the villains to. Just so everyone out there knows, canonically, everyone,
No,
yourselves
it's
included.
canonically DJ Khaled.
That's our nemesis. But we are villains to everyone, right? This is why I encourage people not to encourage anyone for any reason at all.
So now, not only are you a hypocrite, you betray your own values.
What
That's
do you
not very villain-like of you.
I
That's
just don't
dick
encourage people.
No, you just said I encourage people not to encourage anybody.
Exactly. I'm a fucking villain. What do you want from me?
No, that's not villainy. That's contradictory. Villainy is being like, I encourage you to go fuck yourself. No, that's just being a cunt.
Yeah, that's just a real cunt. So, anyway, I think it's time. I think it's time we set some clear rules, right? We might be
man,
villains.
I was about to make this a race thing.
we're about, we might be villains to everyone, right? But we have targets. We have focuses. We have people that we specifically want to villainize.
Birds.
Okay, I will put birds on the list.
No. Birds are the only thing on the list.
But I feel like maybe it's time we go after the incels, right?
No, the lactose intolerant. The incels got themselves taken care of.
It's true. They do. It's like, man, it's like trying to beat a fish with a hammer when it's already on dry land. It's gonna die. It's just flopping around.
It's a mercy killing.
It's
alternatively very fun because you're a psychopath.
It's wet. You don't want to touch it.
I too have been there. I'm just looking at a girl. And I'm just like, ew, it's moist.
Also, why don't you just own your celibacy? Voluntary or not, why don't you just voluntarily be celibate? Why don't you just not give a shit that it's involuntary and be like, no, I choose this?
Because they think it's
why let the world win?
Well, it's literally because... So, it's that exact kind of reasoning of oh, the world's out to get me, and that's why no one will have, the sleeping sex thing penetration doodles with me. And that's kind of the issue, because they think that they're hot shit.
This is why more people should be villains, man, because it's not that the world's out to get us.
You keep using that word, and I actually don't know if you know what it means anymore.
We're out to get the world. The world's not out to get us. Everything bad that happens to us is just pure karma.
I almost feel like you've forgotten what villain means, the Webster Dictionary version.
No!
And you just kind of use it as a synonym for you.
No. Listen.
Wrong.
Villains Dictionary of Villains defines villainy as villainous.
As fuck them kids.
I kind of wish that, you look up villainy, right, in Webster's Dictionary, you just flip to it. It's just a picture of just you throwing a rock at a bird. No words, no actual description. It's just Miguel throwing a rock, really beaning one across a bird's brow.
And it's in pictures because I can't read.
Just to remind yourself where you come from. Keep you humble.
Keep you humble. Yes, illiteracy. Word up.
It's important. Identity is key.
Did you know we can record this for 224 hours and 32 minutes? That is roughly the amount of time it takes for me to take a single shit in the morning. Dude, I cannot wait until I'm not feverish, I don't think, but my brain is not processing information correctly.
Uh-huh.
And I think it's almost entirely because I am so congested that I'm just not getting enough oxygen. And it's just making me crazy.
Okay, let's be real. You were crazy long before this.
No. No, wrong. I was an idiot before this sickness. And now it's I am... So yesterday at work, I like to call them Angry Midwestern Dust Storm. Or maybe it was Tuesday. I don't know. All these days blend together in just a never-ending mess of lights illuminating brighter, and they don't. Anyway, that spoils the story, but... So I'm just sitting there looking at my work computer, and then I'm just I just see all the lights getting brighter around my computer. So I look around because I'm freaking the fuck out. I'm like, what just happened? The older I get, the less I enjoy sudden changes in my environment that I am not aware of the cause of. So I'm looking around being like, did it just get brighter in here, angry Midwestern dust storm? And they just go, no, it's the same. It's the same, like, brightness. I was like, are you fucking ribbing me? Are you messing with me right now? And they just go, no. Are you okay? I'm like, I think I'm hallucinating. Like, I would actually say, like, Tuesday was the worst of this.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like, because not only was Monday fuck-ass, like, a long day, it was just, like, no cap, a long fucking day. Like, it felt like an entire week passed in those 8 hours.
Sure.
Like, I remember waking up on fucking Tuesday congested, like, just snot bubbling out of holes I didn't know existed on my body. Like, dry mouth because I'm an idiot and just leave my fucking... what the fuck's that called?
Ceiling fan?
Ceiling fan. Just running constantly. And, like... And I'm pretty sure there's already just a bunch of dust that's settled on top because it literally runs 24/7, and the dust is like, yeah, we're used to this velocity now. And it's just like sprinkling it, and so I wake up with a dry throat, as previously mentioned, snot bubbles from unknown, previously undiscovered orifices, and just congestion. I'm just like, it's a fucking Tuesday. I might just kill myself. And on Wednesday was a lot better. Today was pretty good, but oh my god, am I not getting any fucking oxygen?
Why don't you just take a hot shower for like 30 minutes?
No, I'll get all wrinkly.
Yeah.
I might absorb too much water and become much like a sponge that is Bob.
For one, let's not pretend like you're a toned, bronzed god.
That's not the point. I'm gonna get wrinkly. My skin is actually very smooth. I'm fucking ashy as shit,
You should take a fucking hot shower, Doc.
Nah. Actually, the older I get, the more sensitive my skin becomes. So, like, anything hotter than, like a warm shower for longer than, like, 10 minutes is actually, like, almost painful.
I like to think that as you grow older, you're just, like, maturing and developing really shitty superpowers. like the sensitivity, you know? It's just like somebody can see for 7 miles away, they got those eagle eyes, and, you know, somebody can hear the most microscopic noises, and they can be used as a human microphone.
And I just get really cold with a stiff breeze.
You're just very sensitive to any change in your environment, but it's painful to you. It hurts.
So, like, I was making this joke earlier. It was like, finally all my poor mistakes and dietary habits are catching up to me. And I don't know how much of a joke that is anymore.
It's not. It's not. They will. If they haven't yet, they will. These are the lives we've chosen to lead.
I have infected you.
I suppose. Anyway, so let's talk about superpowers, because that's literally always fun to me. I don't know what about.
All right, what are like the? So I talk about this a lot, right? Mm-hmm. One of the in one of the Fate series, one of the most busted characters just isn't weak to Gilgamesh's signature attack, and that's what makes him so busted.
Yeah.
And I see threads like this on the Two Best Friends playlist subreddit.
Not even close to the right word.
All the time. But, like, what are, like, these less... What do you think is the most, like, kind of run-of-the-mill, really average superpower that, when put in the right context, is completely busted?
What do you mean by run-of-the-mill?
So, like, just increased hearing sensitivity. Something like that.
Oh, man, that sucks. Increase anything sensitivity, I think fucking blows, generally. Outside of, like, maybe, like, you can intake sensory input from around you super fast, and so you can choose to move in samurai time or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I guess that's okay. But generally, like, I don't know. We've been watching Darwin's Game, right?
Yeah,
We've been watching
that
Darwin's
shit's
Game.
dope. Darwin's
Great.
Game, great anime, super
Great
cool.
fucking anime if you're looking for a new one. Darwin's Game. Would recommend. And one of the characters' abilities is the ability to, based on an object's momentum and their ability to calculate very fast, they can, in many ways, predict the future.
Yeah. They can analyze potential outcomes and choose the best one.
Yeah. Which is, that's a pretty busted one.
Yeah, super busted. That's like just straight up busted. But there's also another character who can sense the auras of characters, and that's pretty underwhelming, right? Mm-hmm. But in a low visibility situation, that's basically just wall hacks.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So like stuff like that, in which, or rather, not run-of-the-mill, underwhelming superpowers or genetic mutations that, in the right circumstances, are just completely unbeatable. Mm-hmm. Like low visibility for that aura thing, that would be fucking dope.
Yep.
Or honest, like the ability to disperse, or like the ability to sense sound, like tectonic waves. Seems pretty underwhelming at first, right?
Sure.
But then you're gonna get real fucking rich when you tell every stupid Californian to leave that goddamn state.
No, because nobody will fucking listen to you.
Yeah.
So, here's something, alright? We have actual...
But then when you leave...
No. We have literal scientists that already have the technology to give them that superpower, and they've already told the Californians.
Yeah, but like, the sooner California is just wiped off the ass of this planet, the better the living situation, the cost of living will be in the fucking west coast of these United States. Because all those goddamn rich motherfuckers are gonna stop bringing their fucking shit to the surrounding states.
No, that's just gonna make them flee en masse.
Yeah, and that's when you corral them into, like, that just turns into a Hitler thing. It's a joke. The Nazi thing is a meme.
To give some context, because you can't see it, he is telling himself this. He's motioning to himself to keep himself humble.
To keep myself not a Nazi.
All right, well, I think that's it from the villains.
I'm fucking done, dude. I'm so sleepy.
Thanks for tuning in. I had a blast.
Wait, we're not leaving off on the note that I'm a fucking Nazi. Leave off on the note that I'm like a caring lover or something.
I'm sure there were Nazis that were carrying.
Oh my god, I'll kill you with my own hands.
The Nazis' preferred method of killing. I'm fucking out of here.
I'm fucking done.